Hey everyone, Diane Taylor here with Tailored Action, Body, Mind, and Success Coach. It's been a little over a year now since I have transitioned from massage therapy into coaching. Before this transition, when somebody would ask, so what do you do for a living? I would tell them I was a licensed massage therapist. And that title registered with a lot of people. There's really no mystery to it. It's very much as if I said I was a realtor or a teacher or a doctor. Unless you really want to know what they specialize in, you kind of have an idea of what they do day in and day out. But nowadays when I tell people I'm a coach, they're not quite sure what that means. Their son might have a football coach, their daughter might have a soccer coach, but unless you've received coaching yourself, I've noticed that a lot of people don't understand what coaching means on an individual level and the benefits that can come with it. So what I've decided to do over the next few days is I'm going to shine a light and break down from my perspective 4 things about coaching: the what, the who, the why, and the when. What coaching is, who needs it and who's a good fit for it, because not everybody is coachable, why it's important to receive it, and finally, the tipping point that determines when you need to hire a coach. At the end of each video, I'm also going to give you a little challenge, a little action step to help deepen the process. So let's begin with, what is coaching? I'm not gonna lie, I totally stole this definition. I have a note right here. Coaching is a process that aims to improve performance and focuses on the here and now, rather than on the distant past. Coaching is unlocking a person's potential to maximize their own performance. So let me ask you this. Do you ever feel stuck or unhappy with your current job, coworkers or responsibilities, maybe your relationships, maybe your health? Do you have goals or dreams or desires that you would love to achieve, but yet every day feels like Groundhog's Day? It's the same shit day in and day out. Or maybe you're completely burned out and exhausted because you don't know how to say no to people and everyone's needs comes before your own. What a coach can do for you is that a coach can provide an outside perspective as to the unhealthy patterns that are keeping you stuck and help you break free from those painful cycles. It's always easier, I think, to see someone else's blind spots. Like if you have a friend or a coworker and they're struggling with something, I always think it's easier to see what's blocking them and what they need to change up. But when it comes to ourselves, we can't see our own blind spots. That's, hello, that's why they're called blind spots. So when I explain to people what it is I do and how I support my clients, a common question that shows up is, well, Diane, that sounds an awful lot like therapy or counseling. So why aren't you just doing that? Or why shouldn't I just go see a counselor or a therapist? Because chances are my insurance is going to pay for it. There's one key difference between coaching and therapy or counseling. So with coaching, you are starting with who you are presently and focusing on the possible future. Okay, so it's future focused. Where are you today and where would you like to be? When you're working with a counselor or a therapist, again, this is just my perspective, you are starting with who you are today and you're reviewing or reflecting on your past. That is your focus, okay? So coaching is where are you today and where would you like to be? And therapy or counseling is where are you today, but you're stuck because of something that happened to you in your past that you have yet to either let go or work through. So you first need to decide, where's your focus? Do you want to focus on the possible future, or do you need to clear out some stuff from your past in order for you to move forward and be in a better position to move forward? So what's the point of coaching? Let's face it, we live in a day and age where you can Google anything and receive thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of free information. Well, there's two things that I'll reflect on that Google does not provide you: a safe space and accountability. When you're working with a coach, you're working in a safe space where that individual is caring for you and loving on you and wants to see you succeed. You have their undivided attention. Maybe you're working with them for a month or 3 months or 6 months or a year or longer, but there is a defined amount of space and time where you have their undivided attention and support, and they want to see you succeed. Do you ever feel alone? And I don't mean just like physically alone, but we've got all different kinds of thoughts and emotions running through us, and you ever say to yourself, okay, am I the only one that thinks that way or feels that way? When you find out that you are not alone, that there is your tribe out there, there are your people out there that say, no, I feel the exact same way. Okay, that's just a huge amount of relief. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so you're not alone, but I know this isn't good for me. How do I move forward? So a coach can provide you that safe space and be the sounding board that you may not currently have. The second thing is accountability. Again, you can Google anything and get bombarded with free information. If you are one of those people that can be given a plan or a system and follow it and not need any support or anything, Godspeed. Please tell us your secret, because I know for myself and many other people that I meet, that is a very tough thing to do, that we're not going to follow through on something. So that's what a coach will do. They will write down what your next goals are going to be, goals that you decide, and they're going to ask you, so did you do the thing? Okay, why didn't you do the thing? And they're going to call you out on your shit. And that's how you make forward progress. The coach is going to make sure that you follow through on what you said you were going to do, because the end goal is getting you from where you are now to where you want to be. All right, it's time to take action. I want you to grab some paper and a pen, and I want you to write down where you are currently struggling, or where you're not succeeding. Let me try that again. I want you to write down what your current pains and frustrations are. That's a little bit easier to say. What's not working for you? It can be in one area of your life, it can be in multiple areas, your health, your job, your relationships, your dreams. What's not working for you right now? And finally, how does this feel, especially on a regular basis? Okay, so what kind of sensations, when you look all these pains and frustrations over, what sensations show up in your body and your mind? Okay, so write all that down. Set a timer if you need to, 10 to 15 minutes. Don't overthink it. Just get a pen and just start writing, okay? If you're comfortable doing so, by all means, feel free to share some of your comments below. If not, please direct message me if you have any questions or any insights. I will respond back. All right, watch out for tomorrow's video. It's going to be on The Who, not the band, but rather who needs a coach and is it a good fit for you? If you don't want to miss it, or if you would prefer to have that video and other messages like it sent directly to your inbox, I will include my link to sign up for my mailing list as well. All right, everybody, take care.